All right, we are live. Halloween Eve. Take it to the grave, episode 9. Nick Push, how you doing tonight?
What's up, man? Like you said, Halloween Eve. That's exciting. Michael Myers escaped tonight, right?
That's right. He's escaping probably as we
Probably
speak.
right. Yeah, probably right now.
Pretty
So
crazy,
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, man. You have any Halloween plans tomorrow? I know Halloween on a Tuesday is a little weird, especially when you're an adult. I guess
It's
when we
not
were
the
kids, it
same.
didn't really matter, but
Yeah, it's not the
it's
same.
not the same.
I'm not dressing up for work. I'm gonna be wearing. I'm gonna be dressing like an accountant. I'll be wearing khakis and a polo. So if that's a costume, sure. But no, sadly, just working and hoping traffic's light. That's about it. How about you?
I'm not gonna do shit. You know what? It is a tradition. See, there aren't any World Series games. There aren't any. Maybe the Nuggets play tomorrow night, but I always try to watch Halloween on Halloween. That's kind of
Yeah.
always kind of a personal tradition, so I will most definitely probably do that. But we'll let some people filter in. But we wanted to do it a little different, Nick, because being horror YouTubers like we are, we could have taken the easy way and done another top 10 Halloween movie list, but thought we thought it was fun to change it up and do top 10 candy, and I kinda wanted to talk about, you know, Halloween as a holiday itself and kinda get into it. So, other than trick or treating, how big of a how big was Halloween in your world when you were growing up? Like, were you all
Man,
in?
man. I was all in. I remember being a kid, like, I don't know, like 7 or 8 years old. And my parents had this friend. My dad was a cop at the time. And there was another cop that they threw this Halloween party and they had like, a scary haunted house kind of in their basement. And they went all out. And I remember going through that and being scared out of my mind. And I just fucking loved it, dude. I absolutely loved it. And, so we did that when I was younger, and then got a little older, and then I got into a little bit of the shenanigans in high school. Egging things and all
Oh,
those kind of
yes.
fun stuff. Yeah, man. I mean, there's no rules, right?
Yeah,
I
so
think I should get. I think I should get
if it
got a
was
disorderly conduct one year, but yeah.
yeah, I don't know if it was, like I don't wanna shit all over the newer generations. And I don't know if it
Hmm.
was just because we were kids, but it just felt like back then, like Halloween, like you'd actually go trick or treating on Halloween. Like where I live, it seems like we don't get trick or treaters anymore. And if we do, they're usually like the Saturday before. But and you don't ever see haunted houses. Do they have haunted houses other than obviously
Then
the
like Halloween Horror Nights and yeah.
yeah. Like do you even see
In
small like
Wisconsin, they did. Yeah, Wisconsin they do. Uh,
I remember there was always a big haunted house. It ran pretty much solid throughout the whole month of October. Just, I don't know, it just seems like a lot more fun back then. But we're gonna be talking about the candy. Do you think candy was better back then, or do you think candies might be better now?
that's a good question. I would say I'd say, look, it's probably better now, but I don't think so off the top of my head. I think it was better back then. I think there were less rules. I think the dentists of the world have started to, take over, probably for good reason. But
Right?
I just think, yeah, I just, same thing with like you mentioned about trick or treaters. Like, yes, there was a lot more back in the day. Kids were by themselves. I'd be gone for hours on end, you know. And it's not that there wasn't danger back then. Of course there was, but I think just nowadays, parents and people are just a little bit more aware of the danger. So, and then it becomes whether it's culturally acceptable or not. Certain things change throughout time, and I just think
Yeah.
a lot of things change for the better, right? Like we want everyone to be safe. We want this, we want that, but what you forget about is some of the things you're taking away unfortunately, which is some of like the freedom of being a kid and like these 80s movies, Stranger Things, Summer of '84. You're just riding your bike and there's just uh, there's just endless possibilities. Now you can't go trick or treating. Okay, I'm gonna go VR, pretend to go trick or treating while my parents just buy a bag of candy for me. Same thing, right? No, not the same. So yeah, that's my little weird rant.
All right, well, let's go to the hop and chat. Alley Girl. Hey everyone, happy Halloween Eve.
What's up,
She says
Allie?
it's gonna be a fun episode. And it sounds like Allie's gonna
Agreed.
pop off tomorrow and have some fun. Looks like she's
Uh-oh.
gonna do was it drunk or treating? I can't even
Trunk or treat?
drunk or treating, drunk or treating.
Trunk or treat.
She's her best friends were married on Halloween and would
Big
have
party.
a
Oh. Ooh, haunted trail, dude. I've always wanted to do a haunted
yeah.
trail.
See that's
I was
yeah. So
watching I was
here
watching
they
this
have like
documentary. Can I sorry. Oh, go ahead.
no. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was watching some documentary. What's up, Shane? Some documentary the other day, and it was about like haunts and stuff like that. But the documentary
Mhm.
was from like the early 2000s, and they were going all over these haunts throughout the country. California, there was a lot in like Pennsylvania, and they had all these cool like trails and like hay rides where these guys would jump out of trees onto the fucking hayride. God, it looks so fun, man. I wish they still had stuff like that.
Yeah, so here they have a haunted maze kind of for the kids. It's called Fiddlesticks Farms. It's open pretty much from the beginning of October till through Halloween. I've never been, but I've seen pictures of it. It does look like if I had kids, that's maybe that's what the problem is for me. I don't have kids of my own, and maybe that's just why I don't feel like the Halloween spirit is as strong as when I was a kid. But like you said, Shane Emerson, welcome. Hope you have your top 10 Halloween candies ready.
Shane, are you
Let's
going
see
trick or
here.
treating tomorrow?
Yeah, Alice takes her son door to door in the neighborhood. I'm glad that you can do that. He said his sister got married on October 30th. So,
Nice. Shane, I know I've
make the
asked you this
time.
before, but do you know who's Shane's picture there? Who is that?
That is
Do you know?
from I think it's from a Far Cry video game. I think it's a video game.
Okay. Okay.
Shane, what should you watch tomorrow? Well, I'll tell you what not to watch. Probably don't watch Five Nights at Freddy's. Nick, I know you did a review. You weren't very high on it. A couple days have gone by. Have your thoughts changed at all?
No, I think the only thing that's changed is I wish I would have made it a little more clear in my video that I understand that that movie was not meant for me, right? I was giving my pure thoughts on it. I was hoping for more based on the trailers, but I'm not a Five Nights at Freddy's guy. I don't know the lore of that, and it's just it wasn't made for me. I'm glad it's doing well at the box office and on Peacock, but I still expected a little bit more. I wish there were a little more scares, and I just thought it was a little bit all over the place. But if it works for people, I'm happy for them. But for me, uh, it was trying to do too much, and I wish it would have been a little scarier. But I guess for gateway
So,
horror, if this is going to help kids get into horror, fine, okay.
yeah. Yeah, it did a very robust box office this weekend, which, again, questions why they would release it day and date on Peacock. So they didn't do that with Exorcist Believer. It bombed. So to me, they should have probably done it reverse. Done
Yeah.
Exorcist Believer day and date on Peacock and maybe given Five Nights at Freddy's some, room to maybe clean up another weekend. So Shane brings up
Yeah.
a good point. If you didn't play the Five Nights at Freddy games a lot, then the movie won't make sense. Well, I agree. I did. I probably didn't get any of the Easter eggs. I didn't know any of the Easter eggs, but just for me, it was just a little boring. But you know, I really wanted to see more of the robots, but they
Yeah.
had a lot of I mean, character development and all that, which is great, but it was just a little slow for me. And yeah,
Well, you figure with it was an hour and 49 minutes. There's plenty of time
yeah,
for character development and the robots, right?
true.
And it just leaned a little it leaned a little more into the backstory of Josh Hutchinson, which I actually thought Hutchinson was pretty good in the movie. But it leaned a
Yeah,
little too much in the backstory.
yeah, he was good. They tried to give him a little something to work with. I don't know. I just Matthew Lillard is in it, and obviously, like, it was pretty obvious where this thing was going. And I don't know.
Yeah,
Let's see here. In the
yeah.
games, Mike is the son of William Afton. So in the movie,
Ah,
they
okay.
created the cop character. I'm gonna guess it was the daughter of William Afton. So,
Okay.
or
So they
is
did a
that
little
or
switcheroo
is
here
that a
there, which I
spoiler?
like. I like
Did
that.
let's see here. Five Nights at Freddy 2 is already in pre-production. Yeah, I have to imagine they will do another one. I mean, as well as the box
Oh
office
yeah.
did, they
Oh yeah, they
could
will.
have a franchise on their
They
hands.
will.
So,
I think they do have a franchise on their hands. Yeah.
oh, so Allie's correcting me. He has a daughter too. So I guess
So
would you
maybe they're brother
two?
and sister. We'll find out in the second one, and they liked each other, and so we got a Luke and Princess Leia situation going on.
Oh yeah. So Allie, Shane, you guys obviously know a little bit more about it than we do. Would you say there's a whole lot more story to be told here going forward, or is it just Five Nights at Freddy's 2, all bets are off? Just blank slate, go wherever.
Apparently, there's like YouTube videos just exploring the lore of it and stuff. So I bet you there's a shit ton of story.
I don't even know how many games they made, so I
Yeah, neither
mean,
do
I'm
I.
all for it. I'm all for it. If horror makes money, then that means we get more horror movies. Um, I watched. Did you ever see Smile, Nick, when it came
No,
out?
I
Did you
haven't
watch it at
haven't seen
all?
it yet. No, haven't seen
So
it
I
yet.
finally watched it the other night. It was, it's kind of a slow burn, a little bit like Five Nights at Freddy's.
It looked
But damn, if it
creepy.
was, it's creepy and it had a really fucking great ending. I was pretty well
Really?
impressed by what I saw in
Okay.
Smile. I don't know why.
Is that Blumhouse?
I do not think so. I don't think it was Blumhouse.
Okay. Okay.
But they are making a Smile too. There's a lot more to unpack with that. But yeah, I was surprised I enjoyed it. Yeah, Allie agrees. Smile was pretty good. All right,
Hmm.
so I think I think we're pretty much set. Was there something else I needed to mention?
I believe you mentioned something
I,
to me off air that you said you're going to bring up. I can't remember.
okay, so if you're watching this, this is going to be the last stream on the Shape of Horror podcast. This is it, the end. But don't worry, I'm going to be taking my talents elsewhere. I'm going to
South
take.
Beach.
I'm going to join up with a partner, which, to be honest with you, should have happened probably a long time ago. But I'm not going to tell you who it is just yet. But I'm going to read his top 10 candy list. And then maybe I'll reveal it at the end. But yeah, so this is it for the Shape of Horror podcast. In this form, I'll be moving over to another channel. And when that is ready to go live, I will let everybody know and we'll go live. It'll be, still do pretty much the same things, but be more, the tent will be bigger. There'll be like sports, pop culture, music, not just horror, not just movies. And we'll look forward to it and see how it goes. But yeah. You guys ready to get into the
Sports,
top
pop
10
culture,
list?
music. Hold
Yeah,
on, hold on.
yeah,
Sports, pop culture, music.
yeah.
Um, okay. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. So you're firing me live on air, or are we still
No,
gonna
no, no,
do
no,
stuff
no.
together?
Take it to the grave. It's going to continue. Not like it'll be. The show will go on. It just won't be here.
Got
That's
it.
what I'm
Got it.
saying.
Okay.
Not going
I know. I
anywhere.
know.
Oh yeah. Yes, Shane Emerson. I am definitely hyped for Thanksgiving. I saw a new trailer the other day,
Yeah.
and I'm hoping they didn't give away all the good stuff. And what is Allie? Is that my new channel is not called the STD Ghost. No, that's not.
Is that your
That's
partner's
not.
name? Is that
No.
your new partner's name? Okay.
No, but I'll read his candy list, and if anybody can guess from his list, more power to you. All right,
Okay.
Nick, what's your let's get into the list. I think who everyone who's going to be in here is in here. Um,
Okay.
so I'll let you start with your number 10, candy.
My number 10.
Halloween candy.
And the way I did this was like looking back, and Bud and I were kind of talking off air, like, looking back and kind of picturing, our candy and, what we'd eat first and what was left over. So, my number 10 is going to be a basic candy, that you see everywhere to this day, and it's M&Ms. I don't really have a too big of an elaboration on M&Ms. I like M&Ms a lot. They're on my top 10 list. The reason it's
Mhm.
only at number 10 though is because you just get these little like bags, this big. And if you don't have a bunch of them, it's kind of like a tease. You get like what, 12 M&Ms in those little bags, something like that, maybe 15 if you're lucky. Um, but I do enjoy M&Ms, so I had to put it on my list. It is my number 10.
So I don't have M&Ms on my list, and I don't
Okay.
see Allie. Shane, get your list in. Did you like the regular M&Ms or did you like peanut M&Ms?
It would be regular. Now, if you ask me if peanut butter M&Ms, because that was after my trick or treating time that they did the peanut butter M&Ms, those would be way higher on the list. I love those, but not the peanut ones. Peanut ones, you only got like four in those little bags or something like that. But yeah, just regular.
Thank you, Shane. I saw The Cure in May, and it was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. So if they come back around, I would recommend it. You get your money's worth. All right, my number
Are you
10.
gonna be talking about? Are you gonna be talking about the Cure on this new channel? About how
I sh-
overrated they are?
Absolutely, I should do top 10. No, we should do that on Take It to the Grave. The top 10 the Cure songs. That'd be a great
We could do
list,
concerts. Concerts we've been to.
dude.
That's actually a good topic. Or live show. Artists we've seen live or something like that. That's actually not bad.
That's a great show. I wrote that down. All right, my
All
number
right.
10 is Milky Way,
Right.
just
Right.
regular Milky Way. I would say, you like we were talking about, you start at the top of the bag, you eat all your good ones first. And I would say Milky Way was probably midway through, but I'll put it number 10 on my list. I see someone else is also on the same track. What do you think of Milky Way, Nick? Is there a possibility we're going to be talking about this later?
We will not be talking about it later. I'm not a fan.
What's the
I don't
difference
hate them.
between Milky Way and Three Musketeers? Like, is there a difference?
Three Musketeers has I don't know. It's a little different. It's a big difference, but it's like it's not in the caramel. It's in the actual inside of the chocolate or whatever. I'm not a
Okay.
candy connoisseur, but yeah, Milky Way will not be on my list.
Milky Way has
Um,
caramel in it. See, that's why we have Shane here.
does Yep.
He's gonna make a great partner on my new channel.
Oh, that's who it is.
Let's see here.
Someone should snatch him up. Actually,
Yeah, he's a star in the making. Allie, her number 10 is Zero,
is
and
that
I
chocolate?
don't know anything about Zero. I've never heard of it. Allie,
Neither do I.
explain Zero for us. And then
I never
Shane, he
heard of
likes
it.
Milky Way Dark, so
Dark.
dark chocolate, good way to go.
I like dark
Allie,
chocolate.
explain what Zero is before we move on. Oh, let me read the mystery man's list.
Yeah, you already said Milky Way Dark.
No, it's not him. Sorry. Where is it? All right. So number 10 on the mystery man's list is Three Musketeers. So, yeah, I don't, man, I just don't have any memory of eating uh Three
I mean, I
Musketeers.
remember
It's like
yeah, I remember the commercial more than anything else, you know?
I just
Commercials.
I just don't think it was a common Halloween candy that I got. Don't really remember it. But Shane says they call it Milky Way
Oh,
Midnight, and
I remember that.
Allie says it's Zero is a white chocolate with caramel.
Gotcha. Okay. Sounds
So
good.
yeah, never heard of it. Entertainment Wizard, you have really quick to
What's up,
get your
man?
number 10 Halloween candy in before we move on. Zero, I've just never heard of it.
Yeah, me either.
Do you have any predictions of what candy will not be on anyone's list tonight?
I would say Mounds. I would say um I don't know what else.
Black licorice.
Yeah, hell no.
I'll be
Uh,
curious of whether
uh
candy corn. I feel like we're a
yeah, because that's hit
50-50
or miss,
country
right?
with candy corn. Yeah, like we're a 50-50 country.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. All right, Nick, what's your number 9?
My number 9 is something I know you and your new partner enjoy, and that is blow pops. Um,
How did you know that?
I didn't. I did not know that. It was just a joke.
Mhm.
Is that on your list?
It is on my list.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's blow pops. And I love these, I especially like the blue Raz ones. Those were so good. But anytime you got a blow pop, it was awesome because it's kind of like a delicacy when you're going around from house to house. However, the reason it's at my number 9 is when you're trying to scarf down all your fucking candy right when you get home, you open up a blow pop and that slows you down. So I couldn't put it any higher than 9, but I do love the candy. Is that a good breakdown of a blow pop or no? Does
Yeah,
that
it
make sense?
is. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, my number 9 as well is blow pops because
No
I
way.
mean, you get the crunchy candy, and then inside there's a surprise. You get the gum; it gets to last with you a little bit. So yeah, gotta love the
Yeah,
blow
it's a great
pops,
choice.
and they had so many different flavors too. So you got a nice
Yeah, they did.
variety of different flavors. So I was
Yeah.
just kind of looking through. I see watermelon, cherries, like sour apple is probably my favorite.
Sour
Uh,
apple. Yep.
I even
Yep.
like grape. I even like I'm not a big
Yeah.
watermelon candy guy, but even the watermelon, it was the
Yep.
gum.
Agreed.
That's what it was. But
It's a
yeah,
big factor.
uh,
Yes.
so number 9 on the mystery man's list is kind of a off the wall one I would like totally avoid in my bag. That shit never eaten, goes in the trash. Fireballs. I'm not a big fan of
Hmm.
cinnamon candy. I don't like hot tamales. Like
Me
whenever
either.
I
My
eat
dad loves
Jelly
it though.
Bellies, and you're taking kind of a risk when you eat a red Jelly Belly, thinking maybe you might get cherry, but then you get fucking cinnamon. Just can't do it.
So hold
So
on. This new partner of
yeah,
yours, how old is he? Is he like 70? Because the only people I know that like cinnamon candy are like grandparents. So this guy like 70 years old or something? Or a girl?
no, I mean the youngins, they love their Fireball whiskey. So I mean, some people are
That's
just
true.
insane. This person is
That is true.
totally insane. I'll say that. Totally off his rocker.
Although I do
So
like Fireball whiskey,
yeah,
man. But yeah.
and his insanity will be made perfectly clear on the number 8. So, um, let's go to
So
the
unrated nines.
yep.
Shane Emerson with Twizzlers. Good choice. Good choice. Not
That's
on
a
my
good one.
list, but Twizzlers are hit and miss for me, but definitely a popular candy. Allie with Hershey's cookies and cream. That's a good one. That's a really good. It's not on my list, but
Ye
I love
Yeah,
those
that's
little
like
Hershey's cookies
before
and
our
cream
time. They
bars.
didn't have cookies and cream shit when I was a kid. This must be some new
So
concoction, but I do love
maybe
cookies and
candy
cream.
is better nowadays because I'm telling you,
Yeah,
those cookies and creams are good. Yeah.
and Yeah, we were we were held hostage by boomers, so it's whatever they liked. So
Yep. Yep.
anyway, all right,
My number 8.
let's move on to number 8.
My number 8 is Starburst. Now, if we're just talking my favorite candy, Starburst is near the top of the fucking list. However, when you're talking about Halloween candy, you get these 2 packs, right? And there is a chance that you get 2 yellows in there, so it has to be dropped down. Now, I could sit here and run the analytics and do the testing on what the odds of getting 2 yellows are in there. There's 4, so it should be there's 4 flavors of Starburst. So the odds of getting 2 yellows should be 1 out of 16, right? That's bullshit. I'm telling you, the odds were like 1 out of 2 on Halloween. They fucking rigged those 2 Starburst packages so you get multiple yellows every other time. So I had to drop it, but I also had to have it on my list. As a
Scotty,
Starburst
welcome to the
rant, but
chat. He said he'd rather have all cherry Starburst. So I couldn't put Starburst on my list because I had an unfortunate thing happen when I was in my teens. Ate a Starburst and it like pulled a filling out of my
ooh,
fucking tooth. And
I
as you
believe it.
guys know, sometimes you can't always refill those things. So I had to end up getting a crown when I was like 13. And so I'm like scared shitless to eat like candy like Starburst like that because I'm so like it's like a fear that I have nightmares about that my teeth are gonna get pulled out by eating fucking that
Yeah, I
kind of
could see that.
candy,
Those
like
things
Laffy
are
Taffy, shit like that. Ooh, it's like scares me. All right, where were we at? We're on number 8.
Mystery Man's 8, right?
No, his was wait a minute. I haven't given my number 8.
You didn't
Let me
give your
give my
8? Oh
number 8.
yeah,
My
okay.
number 8,
Sorry.
lemon heads. So
Oh, okay.
I love sour candies, man. Like remember Warheads? Like
Oh yeah.
dude, I
Dude, I drink an
fucking
energy drink in the morning that's Warheads flavored. It's good.
no shit. Is it good? I might need
Yeah,
to
it's really
try
good.
that.
It's Ghost. It's that Ghost energy. They got Warheads flavors. It's cool.
Yeah, but lemon heads, man, they're so easy to eat. They're small, really good shit. Lemon heads. All right, so let's see here. We have the
You
mystery
got to get
man's number
Mystery
8.
Man. Yeah.
All right, so this is how you know mystery man's fucking out of his mind. Kind of like Shane Emerson here. Reese's peanut butter cups. To me, that's criminally. Reese's buttercups are going to be very prominent on my list, and
Yeah.
this is just a
That's
crime.
arguably the best candy of all time.
Yeah, like 8. Shane Emerson, you have orange Reese's too. Like I'm assuming is this like talking about regular Reese's, or are we talking about orange flavored Reese's? Is
Orange
that real?
flavored. Yeah. I don't know. If that's real, I'm intrigued, but
Alley Girl Butterfinger. No, I just can't get into the
I
Butterfingers.
I used to love them,
That
but
is,
same thing with you. I had a incident where it fucked up one of my teeth, and I was like, I can't go back.
yeah, man. Butterfinger is just scary candy to eat. I'll agree. Ah, he's like it's Reese's, but its chocolate is orange colored.
Okay.
Huh. All right.
Yep. Yeah. Sounds intriguing.
So Shane is either a genius because he's figured out a way to maybe get Reese's on his list multiple times,
Twice.
maybe twice, maybe 3 times. He could maybe Reese's
Strawberry
Christmas
Reese's.
trees. Yeah, so,
Oh
guy could
God,
do it.
yeah, yeah, dude, for real.
All right, let's go
Nobody's
on to
giving
number.
away those Reese's pumpkins or anything. Nobody would ever give those away. They're too good. All right.
I know, like you eat all the Reese's, you don't give that shit out
Yeah, no chance.
because it's rare to get one. That's why there's.
Mm-hmm. All right. My number
All
seven.
right. Yep.
My number seven's classic candy bar. It's Snickers. I'm a sucker for Snickers. As far as candy bars that were given away, I think it might correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it was one of the more popular ones that you would get. If you're getting a candy bar, you'd get the miniature Snickers, a great deal of time. So that's why I put it at 7, because it wasn't rare, like you said, something else was. So yeah. But I like
Yeah,
Snickers.
I was not allowed to eat Snickers. My dad was very diligent about making sure that there were no razor blades or anything like that, and he'd do the check, and then I'd get the bag back, and there would be no Snickers in there. So I don't know that if it's good or not because I wasn't really allowed to eat any. But my number 7 is gonna be Skittles. Like taste the rainbow. Skittles are always a good go-to candy. Someone has them. I'm like, hey, give me some of those fucking Skittles. So, did you have Skittles? It
Skittles are
seemed
my
like
favorite candy. Skittles are my favorite candy of all time. I'll tell you that right away.
all right,
Yeah, they're on my list. They're
and
not my number one, but they're on my list.
they now have like the sour ones too, and I loved it.
Oh, there's so many. There's so many different flavors
Yeah.
now. It's crazy.
So yeah, my number 7 is gonna be the Skittles, the
Can't
Mystery
argue.
Man, the new partner, mystery partner. His number 7 is another one that pulls fillings out of your teeth. It's Tootsie Roll Pop or Tootsie Rolls.
Okay.
Never eaten the Tootsie Rolls. Those go uneaten in my Halloween bag.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of them, except for the flavored ones.
That's just lazy on the people handing out the candy. Like you're buying the cheap bottom barrel shit. So I think Tootsie Rolls,
Is-
Tootsie Roll Pops all
Let,
came together, and maybe some others.
let me tell you the problem with Tootsie Rolls on Halloween, at least where I came from and back then,
Mhm.
was most of the time they were given away by these little old ladies, right? And the little old ladies loved Tootsie Rolls. So they always thought they were doing you this huge favor by giving you a Tootsie Roll. Like, oh my God, it's the best thing I can ever give you. So they think they're doing you this favor when in reality, it's just sitting in your fucking bag uneaten, like you said. So I feel bad that I'm saying this because those ladies were so excited to give it to these kids, but they're fucking us over. So
Yeah, Allie's right. My dad took his candy tax. That's right.
that's a good one. Yeah.
He took the fucking Snickers straight out of the bag, and the M&M peanuts. He's a big M&M peanut guy too. So I mean, I
Mm.
don't even know what those are. That's why I asked you, because yeah, it's just some candies I was not allowed to have. All right, so where were we at?
I'm reading People's 7, I believe.
Yeah, all 2 of them.
That sounds right. Yeah. Let me make sure. Yep. Shane Emerson, Starburst, all red. I mean, they didn't have all red when I was a kid, Shane. But it was, damn it, that pisses me off. Yeah, that would definitely be high on my list if they had that. Love the red Starburst. All right, Allie with Three Musketeers. So she agrees with the Mystery Man as they are both Three Musketeers fans. Okay.
Interesting. Very interesting. Um, see some people talking about Trick or Treat. Yeah, talk about a movie that needs a 4K release and a sequel. I would say Trick
I
or
just
Treat.
watched that on Saturday.
Isn't it great
So
though?
good. So good.
Like, can you
So good.
believe Warner Brothers, like, very nearly did not release that movie?
It's
Like, they
crazy.
put
Yeah, it
that
was sitting on the
motherfucker
shelf for a while, right?
on the
Yeah.
shelf, and they finally caved and released it on physical media. And now it's just like, God, it's like a huge intellectual property. Like all of the
Yeah. Yeah.
memorabilia, all the
Yes.
tie-ins. Like,
They had a
man,
house and scare zone at Halloween Horror Nights a couple of years ago. It was incredible.
I'm telling you, Trick or Treat 2 is going to be huge business. Entertainment was I got to see it on the big screen.
Nice.
I was never able
I've
to do
never.
that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Scott says he
All right.
likes when they give Little Debbie cakes for Halloween back in the day. I used to
Yeah,
like that too.
every now and then you
Uh,
would get some weird shit like that. Like you'd get like
yeah.
bananas, little
Yeah.
Debbie
Did you ever
cakes.
get do you ever get like the 5 pennies taped together or something
Of
like that?
course. I don't know what that was all about. It's just probably some old lady getting rid of all of her
Yeah.
pennies.
Yeah. It's nice. I
But
mean, like I
but
didn't
I
want it, but if you think about it, it's some old lady that's it's nice.
here you go down to the store and buy a 5-cent piece of bubble gum. So I'm like, yeah, you
Yeah.
pick. It's like
Yeah.
it was like the
They're
old
hard. Yeah.
timey second, the greatest generation's version of a gift card. That's what it was.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Allie, homemade popcorn
Oh,
balls. Did you ever like those?
I forgot about those. I
Can
didn't
every
really
now and
like
then.
them. I didn't hate them, but yeah, like
I like the
it just
popcorn
that's
balls.
some nostalgia right there. That is nostalgia right
Every
there.
now and then you'd also get a candy apple.
Yep.
Some try hard mom, make a bunch of
Yeah.
candy apples. And, yeah, wasn't a big fan of the candy apples.
Yeah, me either.
All right, where are we? We're on to six, right?
My number six. Yep. My number six. I'm curious if this is going to be on your list. I guess it'll probably be on the Mystery Man's list because it fits him, and that is Nerds. Um, I love Nerds, man. I love emptying out the box and dumping it in your mouth. There are all kinds of different flavors, whether it's like strawberry or grape. They're so good.
Crazy, and
Um,
they all tasted the same, right?
yeah, I know. Yes, yes, exactly. So yeah, that's my six.
All right, my number six is gonna be Tootsie Pops, but there's an asterisk on this. Like
Okay.
all the Tootsie Pops except for the chocolate ones. The chocolate ones go uneaten in my bag, thrown in the trash, like with the Tootsie Rolls. Can't do the chocolate, man. I want the orange. I want the cherry. I want
Yeah.
all the good flavors. But yeah, man, I
What
love
about
it's
vanilla?
did they have vanilla? I don't even remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like vanilla.
Nah, no vanilla. Nah.
Fruity
Just
stuff. Get the
something
fruity
about
stuff.
fruit
Yeah.
with chocolate. This goes well together.
Mhm. Yep.
All right, let's go to the mystery partner. Uh, his number six is also we talked about these earlier, blow pops. So the
Hmm.
mystery man might be onto a little something. The blow pops are real good stuff. All right,
Yep.
let's go to the chat. Do I even see any number sixes in the chat? I don't even see any.
Ellie's got one.
Oh, there's one. And Allie, like, what are you doing? What you're already failing. Reese's peanut butter cups do not deserve to be any less than number one. I'm just gonna say that. But we'll talk about those later. I'll throw Scott in here. Love sour gummy worms. Me too.
Sourdough.
I
Yeah,
love
me too.
sour candy, man. Every time I go to the theater, that's my go-to is the sour gummy worms. Love it. Yeah, I think that's all our number sixes. So
Okay.
guess let's
My
just
number
oh,
five.
there's one there. Wait.
Oh, Shane. Shane. Yeah.
Hershey's cookies and cream. Again,
Yeah.
we didn't have
So
good,
good.
amazing ideas like this in our candy when we were younger. So
Correct.
that sounds amazing. I think I'm gonna go out and find one and try it.
Yeah, they're
All right,
good, dude. They're
number
really good.
five.
My number five is going to be Airheads. This was kind of the hit in the tail end of my trick or treating when Airheads got popular. I love Airheads. They're taffy, but they got a little bit of
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. I don't even know what you would call it. A little bit of a twist to it, I guess. A lot of different flavors.
Yeah,
The mystery flavor was always great. I could eat Airheads this day if my dentist won't get pissed at me. But yeah, love Airheads.
yeah.
Do you like
I
Airheads?
I I, I would have loved Airheads too, but like you said, unfortunately,
Probably just missed you.
they
Yeah.
pull your teeth out of your head. So
Oh, yeah.
all right, my number
Yeah.
five gonna be Smarties. I know a lot of people probably think, these go to the bottom of the bag, they're never eaten, but not me, man. I always looked at them like I was taking little pills. Like, love the Smarties.
Yes.
I don't like the twist that they did on the Smarties with the chewy candies. I love the
No, no,
old-fashioned,
no.
chalky, regular
Chalk.
old
Yes.
Smarties. Yeah,
Yes,
you
they're
know,
good.
that's all you need. Love the Smarties. The perfect size, perfect little candy. All right. Well, let's
Yeah.
go to the mystery man's number 5. Um, this one's probably gonna come up again. Twix. I know it's gonna come
He'll
up again for me, but
he only put that
uh,
because of Seinfeld.
you think?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
You
candy
know what?
lineup. It's a Twix. They're all Twix. It was a setup.
Oh my god. Well, now I have to take Twix off the list now. Anyway, all right. Looks like we had a couple number 5s. Well, we got Blake in the chat.
we got it. We got 3.
All right,
All
go
right, I'll
ahead and
read the
read them off.
5s. Allie's 5 is Twizzlers.
Oh,
I think someone
you
else mentioned
forgot.
that.
You
I
skipped
missed Shane
Shane.
too.
So.
I'll get Shane. I know. I skipped you. Sorry, Shane. I'll get you. Allie with Twizzlers. Shane with Tootsie Roll.
Ugh. Well, I wouldn't have expected
Yeah,
that from
I think
Shane.
Shane's just a fan of the song. I think he's a fan of the song. Scott with Twix as well. And Blake is in the house going with toothpaste. A smart choice, Blake. A smart choice. I can't imagine them giving too much toothpaste out in the deep south where you live.
Mississippi.
Not yeah, yes. But but yeah, toothpaste was a smart move.
You have to give out toothbrushes before you give out the toothpaste down there. Maybe some floss too. Did you ever
That's
get any
true.
floss? I got some. I remember getting floss.
Oh yeah, we got
There was
floss.
always
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
that one dumb bitch.
Yeah, or a
You
dentist,
know,
right? Some DDS guy,
or a
you
dentist.
know.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck the
Yeah.
dentist. Give
Yeah.
candy. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there's always that one asshole that hands out toothpaste and toothbrushes. And you
yeah.
know, his house probably got demolished with eggs and toilet
Yeah,
paper.
probably.
And
We
and
remembered. We
when
remembered him 5 years later when we were 16, man. I'm telling you.
and I remember just for good measure, you know, getting old remember Maxwell. Remember the cassette tapes where you record the top 10 at 10? You used to crack those open and get that fucking tape out of there and throw that shit all over the trees, man. They don't like that. When you're trying to
I do
teach
not
your
remember that.
kids how to really get someone good, throw the tape, get the cassette tape, throw that shit in there.
Really?
That shit is hard to get
Yeah,
out.
I
Oh
guess.
yeah,
Yeah, it'd be a lot harder than
absolutely.
toilet paper.
All right, Scotty. I thought Scotty threw one in there. Twix. Yeah, we were
Yes.
just talking about Twix. The mystery man, the mystery partner had the Twix. Allie loves the Tootsie Roll song Tootsie Roll. Of course you do. What do you
It
do at
reminds me
work
of
where
like
you can
grade school
listen to that?
dances.
Fuck that. All
I
right,
listen to
let's go
music
on
all day at
to
work.
number 4. Nick, what do you have at number 4?
My number 4 is going to be something that when you got it, you knew you were at a rich place. We would go to the rich neighborhoods, and because why? Because they'd give out Fun Dip. Uh, you remember Fun Dip?
Oh yeah. Not on my
Oh
list.
man, I mean, Fun Dip was something that was just it's straight sugar. You know, you'd lick the uh, what do you call that thing? You'd lick 'em a job and dip it in the straight flavored sugar and lick it on like it's just crazy. It's crazy that that existed. But yeah, I used to love getting Fun Dip, and like I said, like you could only get it at in the rich neighborhoods, which unfortunately I was not a part of.
Interesting. See,
I was in
usually
the
in my
mediocre.
rich neighborhoods, you know how you're talking about you get the small
Yeah,
packages in the rich neighborhoods I went to, like you get a full Snickers bar, which you know I didn't get to eat, like I explained earlier. But yeah,
yeah,
usually in the Richies you get like the full candy
yeah,
bar.
Yeah, we'd have a few like that, few neighbors like that too. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Think about what that would cost now if
Everyone
you had
get
like 300 kids show up.
lick and dip. Yeah. Everyone get your number fours in. Nick, I'm gonna be surprised if candy cigarettes is not on your list.
It's not, but I used to have candy cigarettes all the time. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. All right. My number four is gonna be Twix. I mean, it's Twix. Just like Seinfeld
Cool.
said. It's Twix.
Yes, yes.
All right. Mystery Man's number four. Oh. Starburst, red or pink.
You can't just choose your flavors, guys. You can't choose your flavors of Starburst. You get a 2-pack, and like I said earlier, half of them are 2 yellows. You don't get the. Oh, you guys are doing this wrong. Okay, sorry. Ranting.
No, you're right. You're right. I totally believe you should not be able to pick your flavors. Like you so what this mystery man's telling me is you didn't eat the orange ones, you didn't eat the yellow ones? Like orange is kind of like orange. Remember orange slices? I love those. But nobody handed that shit
Those
out.
chocolate things.
No, the orange slices. Like they have the sugar. They look like little orange slices. Like nobody handed that shit out on Halloween. We get to get that.
No, no, that was a
Really?
delicacy.
Is it? It's a delicacy. All right. So that's the mystery man's number four. Um, am I reading the fours here?
Yes, sir.
Sprees. I can't place it. Sprees.
Chewy sprees,
Like
I would definitely have them on my list. But yeah, sprees are like hard candy. They're small circles, hard candy. They came in like a roll. Remember? I don't know why I just did
okay.
that. But yeah,
No, because yeah. You look like you've punched somebody with a roll of quarters in your fist, Nick. So that's probably why that came up.
probably yes. That would be the only
Probably.
reason.
Sprees for Alley's number four. I thought I saw Scotty in there with Heath bars. I don't think I've ever had a Heath
Beef
bar.
bars. Really?
No, I've never had one. Like that was not a common candy that was handed out on Halloween.
Beef bars are good to cook with and make desserts with.
No kidding.
Crunch them up.
We have
Yeah.
Shane Emerson with the Three Musketeers. So
It's more popular.
we're getting
than I
down to
thought,
the
I guess.
nitty gritty. We're getting down. Yeah, me too. So I guess we're getting down to the top three. I don't see Blake's number three. So, all right, everybody, get your number threes in. Nick, we'll start us off with your top three Halloween candy.
I'm gonna say all 3 of my top 3 could be one on any given day. Halloween though, my number 3 is Skittles. Now, like I said earlier, just like with M&Ms, you only get those little packages, right? However, Skittles are Skittles, man. Skittles are fucking incredible. It's my favorite candy of all time. I remember at my I can't remember. I think it was like my 11th birthday party. My birthday's in October, so it's Halloween related, but we had like a Halloween party and everyone fell asleep and it was a sleepover. And I remember we were playing like poker with Skittles, and I had like probably like 3 pounds of Skittles that night. And I still to this day I'm not sick of them. So I just love Skittles.
Okay, so you played poker with Skittles. Break it down.
Yeah.
How much was each color worth? How did it go?
All I know is we had them in like red Solo cups and we were drinking them, and I don't remember how exactly it worked, but we ate a lot of them.
It sounds fun. Might have to try that.
It was fun.
All right, so my number three, you brought up Nerds, man. You got a lot. I remember getting lots of boxes of Nerds.
Yeah.
So many flavors, just a great candy, man. It's just you're not gonna
And
break
they're
your
so
teeth eating
they're
Nerds.
different than they're
Yeah,
different than all the other candies, right? Like they're not a taffy, they're not chocolate. They're just different in a good
absolutely.
way.
Fucking, I still eat Nerds to this day. So
Do you?
There's a little place where I go down there. They sell all the physical. It's where I found the copies of Dutch that I meant to send you a year
Oh,
ago,
really?
and they have like nerds right there prominently. And every time I go in there and get a movie, whatever, get a box of nerds to go with it.
That's
All right, let's
awesome.
go to the mystery. Yeah, the mystery man's number 3. Tootsie Pops. Um, 3's a
Okay.
little high, obviously for us. Um, or is it? Did you? Oh,
No, they're not on my list.
you had Blow Pops. We both had Blow Pops. I had Tootsie Pops. Have you had Tootsie
Yeah.
Pops on your? You did. All right, so we all like the Tootsie Pops. Allie says, "Bud, you have to try some of these you haven't tried." I'm not trying. I'm not trying a Heath bar. I just can't see it. Can't afford to eat too much sugar, so have to be selective. There's only one. All right, Nick, you want to read the threes?
The threes are
Both of
Allie, I
them.
think is first, right? Yep. Allie with Skittles. Obviously, I agree with you. Same exact spot. Yeah, Skittles are awesome. And Shane, you had Twix at your like number 4, right?
I think he did. So he
Didn't
likes
you?
Twix.
No, didn't you? No,
Twix
you.
Dark,
No,
maybe.
you did, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, you
Oh,
did.
that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the.
yeah. So
Yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
okay.
had it. The
Okay. So
mystery man had it. So yeah.
Shane is also a fan. So yep, Twix getting some
All
love. Getting
right.
some love.
Well, fuck it. Let's just keep it going. You go to your number 2.
My number 2 is one that probably should be number 1 if you're talking about best Halloween candy, but there's a reason my number 1 surpasses it, which I'll explain when I get to the number 1. As you can tell, I can't just read off my number 2, but I'm just going to say it. It is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Like I said, I think it's, if you're judging based on what is the best or what I think is my favorite, best would be Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. It might be the best candy of all time. Uh, just something about that chocolate and peanut butter and the perfect combination of, just filled with peanut butter. It's the perfect candy. It's absolutely the perfect candy. And I know candy's evolved a lot. We're talking the cookies and cream and all kinds of shit. Like there's all kinds of different great technology that's come out with better candy currently than we might have used to have. But you ain't gonna beat Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. So it's my number 2.
All right, my number 2 is not as a candy that has not showed up tonight.
Like I said,
Nobody's, and I'm
really.
kind of surprised. It's a Nestle Crunch. Like
Okay, that is surprising.
it's like Rice Krispies in chocolate, man. You can't get any better than that. Not very common, I would say, Nestle Crunch, but
No,
man,
they're
that's damn
not.
good shit. But yeah, Nestle Crunch is number 2 on my list. All right, so the mystery man's list. Does anybody have any guesses? Nick?
For his number 2, I'm trying to think of what he already said. Reese's. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say. Um, it's gonna be something either extremely obvious of as popular or weird as fuck. I don't know. What does he got or
We
she
talked
got?
about it. Laffy Taffy.
Mm,
And that's a little too high for Halloween candy, but I know. Number 2 for the
yeah.
mystery man is Laffy Taffy. All right. I guess it's my turn to read. Okay, I see Scotty here.
Yep.
Werther's Chewies. I didn't know they made Chewies.
I didn't know they made
But
Chewies
God
either.
bless the greatest generations, but Werther's for Halloween candy is just pure punishment. Unnecessary. Well, they grew up in the Great Depression, and this is all the candy they probably got. But I mean, no need to pass that on. All right, Shane Emerson with another one, which is very similar to Nestle Crunch, and that's Kit Kat.
Right.
A
Kit Kats
little
are good.
similar.
Kit Kats
Kit
are really
Kats were
good.
rare, man, but they are messy to eat.
Yeah, they were.
I always thought, no, I was not a real big fan of messy candy. But yeah, Shane has Kit
And
Kat.
then Allie
And
has one
then
above it.
Scotty here with, oh, Starburst. Well, at least she's nice and didn't put like it has to be all red.
Right. Right.
So I'm gonna guess she liked all of them. So, Allie, do you have a favorite flavor of Starburst? We will be extending the courtesy and ask you. Allie's right. Reese's makes a great blizzard.
Oh yeah.
Sure does.
Oh yeah.
Reese's Fast Break. More peanut butter, the better.
Fast breaks are good.
I'm trying to place it. I don't think I've had the Fast Break. But
It's
damn,
kind of
yeah,
like
someone,
their
my wife,
version of.
every now and then she'll buy a bag of the pumpkins like we were talking about. That
Oh
shit's
God,
gone in
dude.
one night, dude. One
Yeah.
night.
Yep. I can't
One night.
stop.
All right, Nick. What's your top Halloween candy of all time? Your
My
favorite?
top Halloween candy of all time is Mystery Man's number 2, Laffy Taffy, man. I
Really?
fucking love, yeah, I love Laffy Taffy so much. All the different flavors, the strawberry, the grape, like everything about it. And then the kicker, the reason why it went above Reese's peanut butter cups for me is not only do you get to enjoy the taffy, you get a nice, funny joke on there too. So that combination vaulted it up to number 1 for me.
All right.
I'm assuming
That's
because you haven't. I'm assuming you're number 1 because we haven't said it yet. Is obvious, right?
like I gave it away earlier. It's Reese's Buttercups.
Yeah.
Can't do Reese's Pieces. To me, that's a sin. Never should have made those. The Reese's Buttercups, the best candy ever invented, the best of all time. And I will, if you put those in front of me, they will be gone probably in one sitting. If you buy a whole bag of the cups, the little ones with the tin foil, there'll be
Yeah.
fucking tin foil all over the place and no buttercups. So
Yeah. As I say,
that's
my
why
couch
my
cushions would be stuffed with the wrappers.
yeah, it's like my cocaine. If I did cocaine, that's mine. So the Mystery Man's number one, which I think is ironic. What do you think it is?
um, you think it's ironic? That throws me for a loop.
Yes.
Uh, that statement right there. I would say, God, is it the Mystery Man's number 1? I think it's ironic. Why would it be ironic?
Think
Is
of
the
think of
question.
think of the
It,
catchphrase. Say when you see a commercial for this candy, it's always the catchphrase.
Snickers.
It's synonymous with the candy.
Snickers, right?
You're right. What's the saying?
You're not
Not
you. I'm
going
not me when
anywhere
I'm
for a
hungry.
while.
Oh,
That not going anywhere for a while,
yes, that's right.
right?
That's right. Yes.
Uh, so I guess it's as good as time as any. And this logo is not the real logo. I put this in to AI Bing, and this is what it spit out. It's a rewind with Bud and Blaster. Jake Blaster's coming back to YouTube. We're gonna team up on a new channel. If you go search Bud and Blaster in the YouTube search bar, it's pretty likely that many of you already subscribe to this page. But we're gonna be starting up real soon. We're gonna do a stream real quick, and we're gonna do, you know, what we normally do. Probably some trivia's. Um, I'm gonna keep with the Shape of the Horror podcast. Like that's not gonna stop. I'm gonna do retrospectives. So really, not much is gonna change. I'm just gonna be posting my content on this channel. So the mystery. I mean, I guess everybody figured it out. Didn't seem like it was a big
I would
surprise,
assume
but
so. I would
Jake,
assume so.
yeah, Jake Blaster, he finally got paroled. So uh, thank God he's out. And I
So
think
are you guys just talking like do you guys have do you guys know what day when you're starting, or are you guys kind of trying to figure that out right now?
it'll be next week. Next week, I think we're
Okay.
gonna go live next week. And yeah, Jake Blaster's coming back to YouTube. Um, finally cleared his. Oh, I like that. Oh, you're talking about the logo. Damn it, Allie. Dude, this logo is
Allie,
not.
do not say that to him. Come on. His ego is already inflated. Actually, she's right. You do.
Damn, I just got beer in my eye. The rewind with Bud and Blaster. I think that's perfect. I like the rewind trivia thing.
It's
I
a
think we're
great
gonna
logo,
go with
dude.
this.
That's a great logo.
Do you think we should keep it?
Yeah, just who's who.
I guess I'm gonna have to grow my mustache back. I guess I'm gonna have to keep the mustache and it could be me. But I guess it could be either of
There you
us. I
go.
mean,
You
so
could,
yeah,
but the guy with the mustache
Blaster's
looks like
coming
a
back.
70s porn star.
I mean, I could have been, you know, the stash and
It's
other
true.
reasons.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get to the chats number ones. I see a few in there. Alley Girl, Sour Patch Kids. I wanted to put this on my list, but the problem was this was not Halloween candy when I was a kid. Sour Patch Kids was kind of a late 90s thing. And,
Right.
you know, I had to grow up at some point. You know, there's a certain time where you can't go trick or treating anymore, where you're too tall. It's just a dead giveaway. But
It's a
you know, if
sad
this
time
came
in
out
a
when I was
man's
a kid,
life.
it would be a struggle to decide between Reese's Buttercups and Sour Patch
Oh,
Kids.
that high, huh?
Shane
That good for you,
Emerson,
huh?
that good, yeah. Snickers. So yeah, that's top 10 Halloween candies. Patrick Dempsey and Mr. Sheffield from The Nanny. I never did watch The Nanny. I couldn't stand that lady.
I watched it, but it was on mute.
So everybody's just assuming who's who in this. Like, I think it could go either way. I'll put it up there again. But yeah. Jake looks like Adam Sandler. Does he? What does Jake look like? He looks like God, I had a good
Doesn't
joke
he
about
hate
that the
Adam
other day when we
Sandler?
were talking. I think he does. For certain reasons. Man, I forget the joke, man. It was great. But anyway, yeah, I just kind of derailed the show with this announcement.
Huh. Who cares,
But
man? It's your
anyway,
channel.
yeah,
Do whatever the fuck you want.
go find Bud and Blaster. We're probably gonna call it retro with Bud and Blaster, but it's
Retro.
yeah, retro. I don't know. We're trying to figure it out, but yeah, we're gonna do a lot of different things. We're gonna talk about sports. I'm gonna start doing physical media reviews, 4K.
Yeah, dude. You need to do that.
I'm gonna start doing
That'd be
like
cool.
unboxings and then tell everybody how good it looks. So hey, man, if you want to know, you want to go drop the money to see it good though. To see it, some of your
People love
favorite
those.
movies in
People love
4K.
videos like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
physical media is the way to go. Couple things. Well, I don't have it with me, but I got the Hellraiser quartet of whatever it was. And there's another thing I wanted to show that I didn't show my last.
Oh, you got that, huh?
I got it. Yeah, it finally came in. I
Nice.
ordered it like 8 months ago. I also have the Halloween 2 game coming that Fright Rags is doing. They're doing a crowdfunding for a Ghostface game. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how fun this is gonna be, how difficult it's gonna be, but it looks like it's a little bit like Clue. So yeah, I'll let you guys know when I play it. I don't know, maybe I'll do a video on it. But yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
So Nick, I wanted to talk about your channel because your channel, you've been pumping it out, doing a great job.
You're gonna bore
I
it.
know
Thank you. You're gonna
Halloween.
bore everyone talking about my channel.
No, man, you're doing a phenomenal job. Absolutely. Do you
Well,
have
thank you.
anything big dropping tomorrow for Halloween? You have a
I
video
don't,
that's going to
man.
drop tomorrow.
I have one video that I need to get. I need to finish. It's the top 10 twists in horror movies. That's next on the list. There was a
That's a good
members
one.
only. Yeah, yeah, it's a members only video that I had to get out for. I got to get out in October. My channel got a
Wait,
little
well,
derailed with some YouTube
you
bullshit.
have you have
But
members?
I do have I have members that they're paused right now because YouTube decided to ding me until January. But yes, I have members. And this was chosen by Juan, a member, top 10 twists in horror movies. So I have my list ready. I just got to pump out the video. So I'm hoping to get that
That's an
out
actually
tomorrow.
that's a great one.
Good
I
topic.
look forward to
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, it should be a fun topic. Like I was telling you the other day, I'm enjoying the non-Halloween franchise stuff. So I'm excited to
Yeah,
talk more about that. I got,
yeah, you need to
yeah,
start watching some of these older movies. Like the other night, I watched the Toxic Avenger. Now, the first
dude,
one
I've never seen that.
is pretty decent. I mean, it's you have to take it at face value for what it was. It's just a cheaply
Yeah.
made kind of a satirical type of horror movie. It's really brutal and bloody, but it's really enjoyable. Now the sequel, I watched Toxic Avenger 2, total train wreck. You must probably skip that one. I haven't
There's a
watched.
sequel? That's funny.
There's 3 sequels. There's Toxic Avenger 2, Toxie goes to Japan for some reason. Like they decided
No.
that the Toxic Avenger has his dad is Japanese, so he goes looking for his dad. And so when they filmed this movie, they went over to Japan, filmed a bunch of stuff, made a 4-hour cut that they're like, we can't release a 4-hour Toxic Avenger. So they cut it in half, and I guess the second half is Toxic Avenger 3, and I haven't watched that. And then there's a fourth one, it's called Citizen Toxie, and it's like PG-13. So
That's awesome.
interesting. And there's also a remake coming out with I think Peter Dinklage
I
and
have
Elijah
heard of
Wood
I
are
did
in it.
hear that,
Yeah,
yeah.
it should be coming out, I would say, next year,
They're
I
like the
would say.
same they're like the same height, aren't they?
Pretty much. Pretty much. I think they were both gonna be in the new Snow White, but apparently they said we're gonna just make them look like the old dwarves back in the 30s, so who knows?
Interesting, interesting, okay, okay. But yeah, I
So,
agree, you're
yeah,
right, I do need to get into watching more stuff like that. I'm trying to. I've been on a big Stephen King kick lately. I just love watching some of those old Stephen King
uh,
movies. So good.
on the Stephen King front, I watched, The Mist in 4K. Didn't come out too well on the 4K, it was a little chunky with the grain, but it did
How
you
do
know
the
how I
creatures
talked
look?
about. I mean, they look good, but I mean, that movie was made in what, 2003, 2004?
2007. 2007.
So 2007. So you know how I talked about how 4K takes kind of the age off some of these movies? That did not
Yeah.
work here.
No.
Did not
Yeah.
work here at all. But I mean, it is what it is. Um, so a couple things I have on deck in 4K. I have Candyman. Okay, Hellraiser, I guess 1 through 4. Hellraiser Bloodline, is it the 4th one? Or is it
It's
like
gotta
I'm
be.
totally confused about like
There's like
I
12 of
I'm
them.
kind of shocked.
Most of them are.
There's like 12 Hellraisers and I'm really shocked by it. So,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
direct to
And
video.
then
Most of them.
I watched, what else did I watch? I told you I watched Smile. I watched
Yes.
Demon Street. What was it? Sweeney Todd. I'd never seen that before.
Oh, nice.
But it's kind of a fucked up movie, but yeah, let's have a lot of things I have to watch and then do 4K reviews.
Yeah, man. Yeah, do it. That'd be interesting.
But anyway, well, we're hit about an hour. This is the end for the Shape of Horror podcast on this channel. I'm not gonna delete it; it'll still be here, for a rainy day or whatever. But I want to thank everybody who subscribed to this thing. It started like overnight, and we got up to 270 subs. I know it
It's good,
fell
man.
off a little bit this year, busy at work. But that's, part of the reason why I'm teaming up with Jake. When you have two guys that can pump out content for a channel, you get a lot done and keep the channel fresh. And so over there, I'm still gonna do all the
Yeah.
same stuff that I've done here. Me and Nick, we're still gonna do Take It to the Grave. So nothing's gonna
Yep.
really change in that regard, and look forward to seeing everybody over there. So in closing, Nick, is there anything you wanna before I sign this off forever? Maybe.
Well, I just wanted to tell you what the Shape of Heart podcast has meant to me personally and emotionally. Uh,
Uh-huh.
no, man, like you said,
Mm,
if you were leaving YouTube, I'd have a lot more to say. But for as far as you and I are concerned, nothing really is gonna change, like
nah.
except for the location of every other show. Uh, so yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what you and Blaster have in store. Like you said, it'll be cool with two different voices.
Yeah.
Both together and then your solo stuff too. I assume you're both going to be able to put out solo stuff whenever you feel like it as well. So it'll be cool. Yeah, that's about it. Make sure you guys go support Bud over there, and yeah,
Yeah. I
thanks for having me
mean,
on, dude. This is fun. This is really fun.
950.
This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, we have to do more stuff like this for
Off.
sure.
Yeah. Agreed.
Oh, and you know what we forgot to mention? Rest
What's
in
that?
peace, Matthew Perry, man. Gen X icon.
Yeah.
The show Friends, man. Man, we just don't have TV shows anymore like Friends, where 60 million people gathered around the country, around the world to watch the finale of, and
No,
man, it's
just different time, man.
when
Yeah.
when people in our generation die so young, and rest in peace to
Yeah.
Matthew Perry. All right,
Yeah.
so
Agreed.
I'll see you guys next week over on Jake, or no, it's Bud and Blaster, Bud and Blaster, no, Bud and Blaster, whatever it
That's
is.
probably
I'll
better.
see you guys over there, and we'll do Take It to the Grave in 2 more weeks. So
Yep.
everybody have a good night. Enjoyed it.
Behave tomorrow. Behave tomorrow.